What's up YouTube, Alex here. Finally getting to the video that I was supposed to get to a few days ago. It is going to be my 1 month review of the Secret Labs Titan 2020 XL. Got a few things to go over. Nothing too crazy, you know, in 1 month. I have noticed a few things, some things I like, some things that I'm not a big fan of. But we're definitely going to go over all that here, and let's get started. First off, build quality is holding up phenomenally. No issues whatsoever. I haven't had a single issue. Everything is, you know, working as it did day one. Day one, everything's working. No issues there. The mechanism, you know, she goes up, she goes down. Tilt, let's see here. I can lock the tilt in. Can't move it. Everything works flawlessly. Zero issues. Get that back to where I want that. I have noticed a few things. Obviously, with it being the soft weave, there are some issues that you can come across with that. I have a husky, so he sheds a lot, needless to say. So I am constantly having to clean his hair off here. I'll put up a couple shots here to show you that even after about 10-15 minutes of trying to like get all his hair off, we've got special, you know, fabric tools and even just a lint roller, just trying to get his hair off. It's kind of a nightmare. So if you've got pets, keep that in mind. The hair's gonna get stuck in it. It's not gonna be the easiest to get out, but I knew that getting into this, being my size, I wanted something that was gonna breathe a little better than the PU leather. So it was kind of a downside. I knew it was gonna be there, and I took that risk. I'm okay with it. But keep in mind, if it's still something you're interested in and you've got pets, you might want to lean towards the PU leather, unless you've got like maybe cats that claw furniture. Then I'd be a little hesitant, but at that rate, I'd be hesitant on any furniture. Same with dogs, if they're gonna claw at it or something. Another thing I noticed, it has definitely gotten softer to sit in. The chair is definitely not as firm as it was day one after a month. I've gotten some pretty extensive streams and everything else done with it, and it's definitely gotten softer, but it's not like so soft I can feel all the support underneath the foam here. But it definitely it's more comfortable than it was day one. The back hasn't really changed. The back feels exactly the same when I bought it. Nothing really changed there. Just, I know some people were saying that they're really firm chairs. They are very firm chairs, but this one, it's gotten a little softer. It's a little more tolerable. I guess not really tolerable. It was tolerable before. It was a good firmness. It's just softened up a little bit, so it's a little nicer to sit in than it was. You know, not that I ever thought it was a bad chair to sit in. My personal opinion. I just think it's a little better now. One thing I did notice though with this chair, and I will insert a little clip of it, is the fabric on the top of the seat cushion is kind of, it seems like it's almost kind of loose. So I don't know if that's from the foam loosening up a little bit, that the fabric loosened up a little bit, or exactly where that came from, but it's definitely wasn't there when I bought the chair. Not a deal breaker for me or anything like that. That does happen when you sit in, you know, sit in chairs. It happens on couches, all sorts of stuff just gets looser over time. I didn't think it would happen within a month. So there is that to keep in mind. Other than that, I still absolutely loving this chair. Best investment I've ever made for myself. As if you saw my other video, this was not sponsored by anybody. I did pay for this out of pocket with my own money. I think I got it on sale. It was just shy of $500 at the time I bought it. I'll link to the chair down below. I don't know what it's going for now. I don't think there are any sales right now, so it's probably $530 is what you're gonna end up spending for at least this chair. Now, my cousin just got a regular Titan. If you saw that video, we kind of did a quick comparison video. And that's kind of where I can see the benefits, you know, getting to play with that chair a little bit, getting to see the benefits of maybe going PU leather over the soft weave, just because I'm pretty sure I already have a stain somehow in this area. I noticed it when I was cleaning it today. Not sure how I got it there, not really sure where it's from, but that is the downside of the fabric over the PU leather, is that seems like it's definitely gonna be more stain resistant. It's not gonna cling onto hair like this does. So those are things you got to keep in mind if you're in between like soft weave and the PU. You got to keep those in mind, that you might want the PU over the soft weave just for a couple of those factors. It's easier to stain, hair sticks to it like crazy, where the PU leather, you just don't get that. You will be warmer in that chair. I've sat in that chair for a little bit, even after 10-15 minutes, I can definitely notice my back already starting to get warm, where this doesn't do it. Another thing I have noticed in this chair that I didn't notice in my first impressions video is I can always kind of feel the lumbar support. I have it all the way in all the time. This chair has got great support for how I sit. So I haven't had to use it, but I can always kind of feel it right there in my back. I can feel where it is. And you know, that might bug some people. It doesn't bug me because it's, for my height and size, it's in that perfect spot where I want that support. So, but I do notice that it's a little firmer there in the back. So keep that in mind as well. I don't know if that's just with the age of the chair or if I just didn't notice it right away because I was so hyped about the chair in the first place. But just want to keep everybody informed on where I am at with this chair. I'll definitely have to get back with everybody here after maybe 6 months of using the chair, year, depending on what people want to see from this chair. I know I keep an eye out there to see what other kind of reviews on this chair, and I haven't personally seen a whole lot of really good ones where people who paid for it with their own money. You know, a lot of people are out there, they got it sponsored. I'm not that guy. I had to pay for it. So how this chair holds up and the comfort of this chair is very important to me. And I want to, keep sharing that with everybody else. Other than that, I haven't had any issues with the chair. It works fine. Even on the carpet here, I can get it to roll pretty easily with these wheels. I don't know if that would be any different with a regular Titan. I know the regular Titan wheels are a little smaller. The base is also a little narrower on the Titan, so I don't know if that'll affect your carpet roll. Doesn't affect me, at least with the Titan XL. So for the money, it is a phenomenal chair. Anybody even considering chairs at this caliber, you really got to look at Sucralab. They are a phenomenal chair. I know my cousin got his chair and there was a small issue with it. All they asked was for a picture and instantly sent him out a new piece. His little plastic adjuster here, during shipping, the spring fell out and we couldn't find the spring to put it back in. And they just needed a picture, a small video of what, exactly that there wasn't no spring, sent them out a new arm. Free of charge, nothing like that. They didn't pay for shipping. They didn't even ask for the old arm back. So from what I can tell, they definitely want you to have the best experience with them as you can. And that's something I appreciate. As somebody who didn't have any issues with my chair, I couldn't find one single flaw with my chair when I got it. Nothing. I couldn't find an issue with any of the fabric anywhere. I couldn't find an issue with any wheels. Nothing was scuffed. All the paint on all the metal looked great. Still looks great. I'm sure, as I use put my feet on the thing below the chair that holds the wheels, I can't think of what that would actually be called. I'm probably going to eventually scratch that up, but that is what it is. That is the nature of the game. Other than that, that's what I got for now. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them below. I'll link the other video. I think I said that already. I'll link the other video of my first impressions and kind of assembly of it. You can check that out if you haven't already. If you want to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If not, I'm okay with it. Everybody else, have a great, wonderful day.